Alright, 6 cans of spray foam later and 2 battens of R.E.D insulation, the pink stuff that's all on the walls. That's as far as I'm going to go with this. Next thing that's going to go in here is, for insulation, is the blue styrofoam board, and on top of that is the paneling, so I'm getting pretty close. What I'm going to do now is run the wires for the solar panels, the line from up front, so that it'll charge the batteries as I'm driving with the shut off. I need to run that, and I need to run all the little 12 volt DC circuits throughout the van, so that when I put the paneling in, everything's buried inside the walls, so it looks really nice. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. So here's just a quick look inside so you can see everything. All of the crevices have been spray foamed in the walls, on the back pillars. I said that I was finished with this. I still have to put the fiberglass insulation between the roof ribs before I can put the blue board up, so that still needs to be done, but I'm probably going to do that at the same time that I put the blue board and the paneling up, so it's all done at one time, because there's nothing really to hold the fiberglass insulation up there until I do that. So that's where we stand. So stay tuned. I got the Reflectix up on this side, and what I did behind the Reflectix is I added that R.E.D insulation where the window cutout would be, because there's nothing really there. If you remember down here, I stuffed this whole part full of insulation, and then every crack and crevice full of spray foam. But there wasn't anything between the side of the wall and this. So that has R.E.D fiberglass insulation behind it, and then on top of this will go the blue board and then the paneling. It just made it easier to do it this way. Everybody else I've seen, they put the Reflectix on the very outside. But for this application, for just being me doing everything, this made it easier, because I was able to, with some spray adhesive, get the R.E.D to stick to the wall, and then tape it with some Gorilla Tape. Gotta love Gorilla Tape. And then after that, put up the Reflectix to seal the panel off. So I'm hoping between that and the blue board that should provide some pretty good insulation. I got to do the same thing on the other side of the van, which is going to be a little bit more challenging due to the fact that we have the cabinet in the way. And here's where I'm talking about the cabinet in the way. I'm going to have to put R.E.D insulation where you see the window panel at on the side of the wall. And then I'm pretty sure you can see back there behind the little shelf where the window pillar would be. That's where I want to tape the Reflectix to. And then anything beyond that going forward, I'm going to stuff full of fiberglass insulation, and then the back of those cabinets will be sealed off, and the tops will be too, so that'll be a contained area. I'm hoping that this will keep me from freezing, will help me from freezing to death and cooking in here. We'll see. But one piece at a time. I had to go get some more silver tape for the Reflectix. As you can see in here, I am pretty close to doing this, and I'm hoping to have enough to do with the floor underneath this mat. But I had to go get some more tape. And what I did, they had the wonderful spray foam for less than $3 a can, which is awesome at Farm and Fleet. Because the other stuff I had bought at a local hardware store, and it was $7 a can. So I got enough to fill the 2 back pillars full of form. So that's what I'm fixing to do now. because that way everything in the back is nice and insulated. The doors have a ton of insulation in them. The weak spot in this whole insulation would have been these two back pillars. And I think it's going to take all four of these cones, if I'm lucky, to fill these back pillars. So that's can number one, and it is not full. Man, it's there you go. You can see that the reflectance is done all the way to the front on the left hand side, and this right hand side, not too bad of a day's work. Now I just got to do the ceiling. I had to go and buy some more 3M 77 adhesive so I can start and put the batting up, and then the reflectix over the top of that, but it'll make the fiberglass batting stick to the ceiling. Make it a little bit, it'll make it to where I can actually do it by myself, which is a big deal. But we're getting closer. You know, I'm proud of what I've done so far. I hope it's everything that everybody's told me to do.